Good morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the support and resistance levels, the MACDs and the moving averages. It is Wednesday the 22nd of July. Jumping straight in, looking at Bitcoin and the hourly candlesticks, bearish start to the morning. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 93.45 to support a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 9515. Support from the broader market going to be needed to break out from yesterday's high that was at 94.57. So barring an extended rally on the day, we would expect resistance at 9,500 and that first major resistance level to cap any upside. Fall through the pivot level would bring the first major support level sitting at 92.32 into play. Barring an extended sell-off should see Bitcoin avoid sub 9,100 levels and the second major support level sitting at 90.62. Looking at the MACDs, saw a bearish crossover and a widening of the bearish histograms this morning, supporting that pullback. Looking at the moving averages, however, we are seeing that 50 widen from the 100 and 200. So avoiding a pullback through the pivot level would support another breakout and a run through to 9,500s. Jumping across to EOS against the dollar, also a bearish start to the day. Going to need to EOS avoid a fall through the pivot at 16.91 to support a run of this first major resistance level, so it's at 65.63. Again, we're going to need to see support from the broader market to break out from yesterday's high that was at 63.83. So barring a broad-based crypto rally that we saw yesterday, that first major resistance level should cap any upside. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 57.98 into play. Should see EOS avoid the second major support level that sits at 53.26. Looking at the MACDs, we saw the late bearish crossover and the widening of the bearish histograms through the morning. We will need to see EOS avoid that pivot. The EMAs are suggesting a possible reversal of the morning loss, so avoiding that pivot level at 60.91 should support a run at 65 levels and that first major resistance level on the day. Jumping across to Ethereum against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, also a bearish start to the day. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 243 to support a run of this first major resistance level sitting at 250. Support from the broader market again to break out from yesterday's high. It was at 247.18. So barring an extended crypto rally, should see resistance at 250 cap the upside on the day. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 238 into play. Barring extended sell-off should see Ethereum avoid the second major resistance level sitting at 231.53. MACD suggesting a bearish day ahead, or at least the morning, with that crossover and that histogram. So need to look at that moving averages. We're seeing the 50 widen marginally against the 200. So going to need to see Ethereum avoid a pullback through that pivot to support a reversal of the early losses and a run at that 250 level. Jumping across to Ripple's XRP against the dollar, bearish start to the day alongside the broader market. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot 1985, support a run at this first major resistance level at 2028. Support from the broader market to break back through to 20s and yesterday's high 2145. So barring another broad-based crypto rally, that first major resistance level should cap any upside on the day. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 1956 into play. Barring an extended crypto sell-off should see Ripple's XRP avoid the second major support level sitting at 1914. Looking at the MACDs, we got a pinch there suggesting an imminent move, And the EMA, we've got the 50 widening from the 100 and 200, suggesting a possible reversal of this morning's loss. So avoiding a pullback through 1985 would support a run back through to 20s and that first major resistance level.